Hey, you guys, welcome to another episode of The Sex Connection. I'm your host, Tracy Valentine. Good to see you all again. Thanks for tuning in. It is Monday, tax day, April 15th, 5 days before 420. What are you guys doing for 420? Anybody doing anything special? I know we're going to talk about a bunch of events later on. I know this the first part of it is definitely our beer part, but just getting us all prepared. Some breweries, as we're going to go into a little bit, are also going to be celebrating 420 in their way as well. So anyway, so what happened this past week? Oh, it was Colorado Pint Day, of course, last Wednesday. So I ended up, of course, getting my glass. Very, very cool. I got it at Odell Brewery over there in Rhino, Larimer Square. And basically, for Pint Day, all you really had to do was go to one of the participating breweries, buy a beer, and they served you a beer in a regular glass and gave you the pint glass. This way you didn't dirty it up the moment you were there. I thought it was wonderful. I had my beer, had my pint glass, and that's another year in for Colorado Pint Day. So yeah, so I brought that, of course, on so that we can share that, and I'll definitely be pouring my beer into that today for sure. Where did I go this past week? Which brewery did I go to? Okay, so I went to Windfall Brewery. This is in Westminster, and in Colorado, of course. I know there's plenty of Westminsters out there in the states, but yeah, this one, Windfall Brewery in Westminster, Colorado. It's actually where the old Rock Bottom Brewery used to be. So we're talking. They've been there like 2 years. It's weird too because you walk in there and you kind of get this rock bottom brewery feel. And those of you that don't know what rock bottom is, it is not that you hit rock bottom. That is just the name of the brewery, which is actually a really neat chain brewery that's out there. More of a brew tap room, I guess, or brew pub, I guess you would say. But even this place, this West Windfall Brewery, this was actually great food, great atmosphere. It was really kind of a little nostalgic for me. Those of you out here in Colorado, you know of One Up. You've been, you know of those more like adult themed arcade kind of places. This was more of a brewery with like a family feel. It was very reminiscent of when I was a kid, and the folks used to take us to like brew pubs, and they wanted to have something good to drink and wanted to have their kids go and do something, and we would go and play video games and have a good time. I mean, there was a time when there was a place called, I think, Borden's Amusement Park, which was a little scarier than what I'm talking about here. That was more of a bikers arcade place, but we went there all the time. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah, this place actually had pinball machines for everybody to play, so that was really cool. Again, great food. They have their own brews. They've been there 2 years. I ended up, and I love the names of some of their beers. Actually, I ended up with, of course, a very light beer here called Kittens. Kittens is a 5.5% pilsner. Of course I went with the light beer. But you guys got to take a look at this crowler. I just love it. Normally when you see a crowler, it's not the what am I thinking of, guys? Energy drink. Big fucking can, the BFC, the Monster BFC, where it has the twist top, and you know that once I actually twist this off, you're gonna hear this like this pop. But yeah, you don't typically get crowlers like this. You usually get them with the tab on the top, the flip tab. So anyway, yeah, really nice smooth beer as far as I liked when I was there. Again, the food is really cool. Um, that's pretty much it. I would say that the staff really, and the pop wasn't too big there either. The staff really wasn't like they every single one of them was so happy to work there and said nothing but wonderful, nice things. I think they said that the one thing that the owner really, really wants is for their staff to, greet the customers really, within the first 2 minutes of them being there, big smile and all that. And I loved it. They really do stand up to it. It doesn't feel forced either. They really want to get to know you. They're really happy to serve you, and just a good crew all around. So anyway, here is the kittens. And again, I'm not gonna. I promise I'm not gonna fill it all the way up. You won't do that to me. Um, but as you can see, super nice and light. All right, that effervescent head right on there. You can see those bubbles coming up. It's nice and bubbly. It's frothy, not like really like foamy, um, dissipating pretty fast, but still airy. It's really just like nicely pulling that down in there, getting all the flavors in. Again, nice golden color on that. Loving the color, and it's so super light. Um, it's got that wet hay smell that I love in a good pilsner. It's crisp, little bit of a tiny bitterness of an aftertaste, a little sweet on there too. Just really nice and smooth, chill going down. I could definitely see myself getting into these, which I did that day, as a matter of fact. I believe I had 3 beers while I was there. So, I stuck around for a little bit because it was a bit of a drive back from Westminster to Denver there. So, yeah, really great place, guys. Even for the family, like I said, if you've got kids, you need a place to go. I want to say this place opens at 11 o'clock in the morning, stays open pretty late as well. It's a great time for you, the family, whomever. They have indoor and outdoor televisions everywhere. They have a little dog porch area for super dog friendly, super dog friendly. So I yeah, highly recommend going there for sure. Let's see what else. Where are we going today? Where are we going today? All right. Let's see. Last week. Did we go to China last week? Good Lord. Anymore, it's just getting more difficult to remember where we've gone. But here's where we're going. This time around, we're hitting up Canada, you guys. We're headed over here to Quebec. Right over here where my thumb is, I hope. Yep, I did that backwards like so. So yeah, heading over to Quebec, um, to a little brewery out there called Unibrow. Called Unibrow, and they actually put out some really, really great Belgian style beers. You would think with the style, with the taste, with everything that they go by, that this place, that this brewery and this creation was created super long ago. A lot of times when we talk on the show, we talk about how far back a brewery has gone. Like this one's 200 years old. This one's 100 and something years old. This one's turn of the century. This particular brewery came out in 1992 in Chambly, Quebec, and the creator Andre Dion he was actually on a mission to market some top-notch gourmet beers that were Belgian inspired, and at the time this was unheard of in that area, fermented in the bottle, of course. So they started first with the launch of the Blanche de Chambly, and that was the first white ale created in North America. By 94, they had actually released the La Fin du Monde, which is, thank you, yes, which is actually one of my favorite beers to drink by them, by Unibrow. So we're going to get into that for sure. It's been voted, the brewery itself, many times. Actually, this specific beer, I do apologize, voted many times as the world's best Belgian Tripel, Belgian style Tripel. So if you've never had or really don't kind of know what a Tripel is, that those of you that are curious, it entails that it's a beer that is produced with more than twice the normal quantities of malts. So usually, typically golden pale in color, usually ranges between 7 and 10% ABV. It's more of spicy, dry, strong, like a stronger Trappist ale. It's got a bit of bitterness to it. You're probably gonna, taste a little bit of pepperiness to it, some cloves perhaps. But this specifically is the La Fin du Monde, and it is a 9% ABV. 9% ABV. And it's just really nice, kind of flashy, nice stylish advertising on it. I don't know. It seems very it seems pricey. So let's open this little bad boy up. Okay. And I have my little glass for that. So as I said, there's a little timeline to this specific brewery, and when I say little, I mean we're talking that we're starting that timeline in 1992. So before I get into that, take a peek here, guys. Take a peek. Look at that pale, nice, like light pale color. Some nice, good bubbles in there. Quick dissolving, dissipating head. Um, yeah, definitely some nice sweet notes on there. Do you get that spice going? For sure. Absolutely peppery cloves. Um, yeah, you can. I mean, you really get your nose nice and like close enough, and you can get that whole whiff through a clove. Really, really nice. So, oh yeah, the taste on there is nice and sweet, strong, heavy. It's not something you're going to pound. It is definitely something that you're going to want to sip and enjoy. This is one of those beers that you want to sit down, enjoy it, and relax and drink it. Um, I say that a lot too about like wines or martinis. I was a bartender for 25 years. So to me, I think that when you drink certain drinks, there's an etiquette to it, and certainly there's an etiquette to drinking one of these. But like wine and martinis, a martini should take you about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to drink. A glass of wine, anywhere from a half an hour to 45 minutes. It really should. You should be sipping that and enjoying every sip, letting it just get all around inside your mouth, touch every side, above, side, below, around the tongue. It should be something that your entire palate is enjoying. So you don't want to go through it fast. And I mean, there's a lot of people out there that will guzzle down martinis or guzzle down glasses of wine. And they're sipper drinks, just like this beer. I have a couple of beers that were gifted to me by Firestone Walker, that the brewery there, by some of their employees when I was working at GABF. And I'll definitely open those up one day and show you. Those are absolute sipper beers. That's something that, I mean, you pour it in and it is like thick motor oil. I really pity the person that feels like they should chug. But anyway, back to the brewery though itself, you guys. In 2016, I thought this was actually kind of funny because it's one of my favorite heavy metal bands growing up. It was probably one of the first heavy metal bands that I liked and really kind of grew attached to when I went through my heavy metal phase. But in 2016, heavy metal band Megadeth actually requested the Unibrow Brewery to create a beer for them. And in October of 2016, they created the Etot Le Monde, which was a 4.5%, pardon me, Belgian seasonal beer, Belgian style seasonal beer. So would love to have known what that tasted like. Really, um, I wonder if there's a way to find one somewhere. Maybe I'll have to go online and whatnot just to see. But so those are the beers that we actually tried this time. And if you're ever in Canada, go up there to. I think my parents actually were in Chambly not too long ago when they were up in Canada. Sorry, the dog wanted to join the party. Say hello, Yingling. So yeah, and the brewery is probably maybe 40 minutes, I think, from Montreal. So not too far at all. Really great place to visit as well. The tours, I guess, are super amazing that they give. So many people boast about it. I would love to get a tour up there and go see that going on. So I think that we're going to move on to some beer events coming up. La, 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 la. So the 17th is Saison Day. That's Saison Day. So more of a farmhouse style ale. Remember, it's a beer type that's earthy, mostly fruity and funky. Not necessarily sour, but definitely a funk to it. Go out, celebrate that, give something different a try. I think I tried to get my dad once to try it, and the pucker face made, and it's not even a sour beer, but the pucker face was kind of hilarious. I like farm style farmhouse ales like that, something that's really funky. So I'm really going to celebrate and enjoy Saison Day for sure. That's on Wednesday. And let's see, of course, on the 20th, if you are a brewery goer and not a cannabis goer, or you're both, Pyramid is collaborating with the 6 and 40 Brewery, of course, to do their terp infused beer that they're releasing on 420. Now, remember, guys, this is an alcoholic beer. It is terp infused. It is not THC infused. So they're going off of terpenes. So you're looking for limonene, you're looking for pinene, you're looking for hop, you're looking for that hoppy taste. Everything that's going to remind you of that. Um, So what else we got? Oh, the 23rd. The 23rd is German Beer Day. And I think we're going to visit a brewery, a German brewery, obviously, for that day to go and enjoy that. But it's certainly a day to celebrate. It's that day that, of course, I've talked about before. Reinheitsgebot was actually put into play. It's the purity law that was adopted by beer makers. It basically states that all German beers can only contain water, barley, and hops. That is it. That is a purity law that was created. Again, it's kind of like thinking about um, purchasing champagne. Now, I know recently they've allowed some places to be grandfathered into allowing themselves to call their champagne rather than bubbles. But most know that the law is in order to call a champagne, it must be made in Champagne, France, right? So same thing kind of is how the Reinheitsgebot is, the purity law is for German beer. Same kind of concept. So yeah, those are the events going on. Oh my God, you guys, a couple of things I really wanted to talk about here. First of all, sad thing. I live down the street from Renegade Brewery. And of course, today they announced that they will be closing their doors on May 3rd. They're hoping to reopen again somewhere, maybe somewhere else, or possibly, in the same area. Who knows? But as it stands, May 3rd will be the last day to get a brew at Renegade Brewery. So make sure you go and see them, show them some love, show them some respect. Super great beers. Really going to miss them. Also, if you are in the kind and giving mood, guys, there's a brewery out there that needs some help. Brewability in Englewood, Colorado. They are actually they're in a contest to get a grant for $60,000 to keep the Brewability Brewery going. And if you haven't been or haven't heard of Brewability, man, it's a great place that hires handy, capable individuals to basically work in a trade. These are individuals that they're brewing beer, they're cooking food, they're doing things that is a trade. It's in this industry, and they're good at it. And they have a brewery that they're working in. It's great. Even the systematic way that you order your beer is just super simple and easy and to the point. It's color based really when it comes down to it. So in other words, like a pilsner would be the color yellow. So you would go up and say, I would like a yellow. The porter is brown, I believe. So you would say I'd like brown. The IPA, I think, is either orange or green. But all in all, that is basically the gist of it. You would order by color. The food menu is amazing. The pizza's delicious. Uh, get out there. The staff is so nice too. They will just come up to you and chat and have a good time. There's entertainment most nights that they're open, and really awesome entertainment. These are really great musicians that put on a really good show. Each time I've been there, I think I've always gone and there's been some sort of some sort of an engagement going on where there's musicians or music or something going on, and it's just amazing and it's a lot of fun and it's a really great place. So Best thing you can do is, I believe I posted it on the gram, and I am going to forget the whole thing right now, but it is Barclay Business Win. Wait, it's bigbizwin.com. Okay, Barclay Big Biz Win, and it is, you have to vote for brewability. Alrighty, they can only allow you to vote once a day and only once. So, best case scenario, I voted today. I'm going to make sure tomorrow morning when I get up, I go back on that site, I vote again, and I'll do that every day up to Friday, up to and including Friday, to make sure that they get at least my 5 votes. You have an opportunity to vote 5 times for them. Give them a try. Definitely, guys, you're gonna really enjoy going there too, and it's a great place to keep open. So I really hope they win that 60K grant. It's needed, and good luck to them. So that is obviously going to conclude the brewery part of the show. We're going to get into the second part of the show. So, you guys, this past weekend, I actually had the pleasure of being a booth at the Juicy 420 party, representing, of course, the company I work with, which is Disposable. And I'll tell you, I was shocked. I really did not think that I was going to sell out of my product so fast. I had to dip into my bulk display stuff just to be able to accommodate the amount of people that were coming up to the table and asking to purchase. So I am extremely grateful to Juicy Concentrates for the exposure to that. Thank you so much. Upcoming this Thursday, the 18th, I will also have a booth at the rap battle that is being hosted by Fam Bam Productions and Shisha Lifa. So I can't wait to do that. There's going to be so much going on with that too. Don't know if it's a ticketed thing, so just try and find it, I'm assuming. Um, sorry, I have no more information on that necessarily for you. But what I will do is find that on the gram for you, and I will repost so that I can share that information with you guys. Alrighty. So why did I bring up Juicy Concentrates? Not just because they invited me to be a part of that event, which I was grateful for. No, no. Also, because today I was gifted at work a sample of Juicy Concentrates Drips 1 gram distillate syringe. Okay. So those of you that are wondering what the syringe entails, what it's about, no, you are not injecting this into your body. My God, that will kill you. No, this is not a needle injection that you're putting into anything. It's first of all, let's show the container, and I have already opened it up just to kind of check it out for myself here. But this is what it is, and let's see if we can get a little closer. So it's a 1 gram distillate syringe. It is actually extracted with ethanol, botanically derived terpenes, of course. And let's see, actually, it looks like it's 86.2% THC. So, wow. Okay. All righty. The flavor that I got here is pineapples in paradise. Now, you guys, the company themselves, they just recently, we just got them over at DKC, the dispensary that I work at. And I love that they have some unique references to the names of their strains, to the names of their joints. For instance, I believe there was Perp Friction, there was Planet of the Grapes, and these are all flavor joints that they have that are infused that we sell at the dispensary. So, but anyway, let's go back to looking at what this actually is, the distillate syringe. So it comes in. It actually came with this cute little sticker that came out too. So thank you so much, Juicy Concentrate guys. We appreciate that. So this is what the syringe looks like. And it comes with the little piece here as well. Alrighty. Now, what can you use a syringe for? Let's get back to that. You can pretty much use a syringe to put into, it's already activated most of the time. So you can put it into food. You can cook with it. Well, some, I believe. If I am not mistaken, a lot of people like to put this on their bowls, or if they have a bowl already created. I might just do that. Someone was telling me today that they actually like to roll their blunts and then seal their blunt with it, which I thought was pretty. So what I did there was I took off, I unscrewed the one piece, and now I'm screwing in la syringe. There we go. That in there. So what you should be able to do is that, you'll squeeze it down and squeeze it into something or onto something. I've actually seen people in my dispensaries. I haven't watched someone do this. I've seen people come into my dispensaries that I've worked at and tell me that they've just straight up like plopped it all right into their mouths. That they've just dabbed with it, like just droplet right into their rig and burns right then and there. Now, there's something very specific here that says that do not microwave, but warm gently before use. So I'm assuming that warm gently before use may be like to kind of keep it in your hands a little bit, kind of maybe get that warm temperature going. I'm assuming. Let's hope, because otherwise I'm not sure what warm gently before use, but do not microwave means. Um, but that's okay. I'm doing the best I can. You know. So here's what I ended up doing, guys. I grabbed a joint and I grabbed a pipe, right? Because we know that I don't do rigs very well, though I have a few. I just not my thing, but don't worry, I will have somebody on here, and we will be doing that at some point soon. But anyway, it's just not typically my thing. So I brought, of course, this joint, this pipe, and I think we're gonna actually hack a pipe and put it on top of there and kind of show how to do that from here. So, oh, what strain am I using? Oh God. So this is actually MK Ultra by 111. Speaking of, I do apologize, and I am so sorry, 111. I did not announce this, but when I was doing the disposable stuff the other day at the Juicy 420 party, 111 was kind enough to donate a quarter of 4 different strains of theirs that they wanted to basically, if you purchased the pipe, I would have you sample in the pipe that I had, have you sample what that strain tasted like. And this way, it not only gave you a sample of what that strain tasted like, but you also got to smoke it out of the pipe you were purchasing. Not that same one, but one like it, so that you could experience what it would be, what it's going to be like to be smoking out of that. And as most of you saw, and as most of you experienced at that event, um, great hit every single time on each of those. So very, 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 very pleased with that. But yes, 111 was super duper kind enough to donate those strains. So really nice of them. Everybody got to try different strains from them. They had the MK Ultra, which is what we're going to try in a moment. They gave us the grape Kush, the clementine Kush, and last but not least, one of my favorites is the Thelonious Skunk strain. Oh no, Secret Skunk, which actually has Thelonious Skunk in it. One of my super favorite ones by them. Super delicious. Love that cheesy, diesely smell that it has. That funk, of course, funk. So I am just breaking up a little bit of cannabis here. And we're going to put that into the Leela, of course. We've got our Leela out. Futurama reference for those of you that didn't understand that. Alrighty. So, assumption that, assuming that they actually, my assumption is what I meant to say. Assuming that this is what that person meant, here's what we're going to do. We're going to squeeze this into there. Maybe not. Ah, there we go. It's going. Oh, Lord God. Okay. I feel like I'm about to see the little mosquito from Jurassic Park inside that thing. God. Okay, I think we've squizzed enough there. Squiz, dupe that off right there. And then allegedly, we're just supposed to light that, right? Now, if there's something I'm doing wrong and somebody wants to say something, now's the time to say it. Oh my God. So you really can taste that that pineapple in there. Really, really can. That is interesting. Um, when I think of syringes, I think of the Rick Simpson oil, and sorry, I think I'm like taking a little bit of weed there. I think of the Rick Simpson oil and all the benefits that that has done for people, and I'm assuming that this is like that if people are ingesting it and putting it into their system like straight on. So the benefits that actually go into RSO is really great. Again, if that's what you think, but all in all, like I said, juicy concentrates, thank you so much. That was absolutely tasty. I really do like it. Of course, the cannabis was delicious too. Um, I mean, if you really wanted to know what other joint I was going to light up here, I'll just say it. It was a shift, oddly enough, Pineapple Express. I guess I was in a fruity mood today. Um, yeah, a Pineapple Express joint. Thank you so much, Shift, for that. I appreciate it. So there again is super lots going on. Um, let's see. The 18th, of course, we talked about that rap battle. Who's got the juice? That is actually the name of the event itself. On the 19th, hope to see some of you industry people there at the Sensi kickoff to 420 weekend. That's going to be a major thing. Oh my goodness. The Cannabis Carnival, of course, in Colorado Springs, being held at the Inhale Resort. We all know Bongathon is going to be there. So get out there, or if you are already in the Springs, make an effort to head on out there. Apparently, it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know if there's a Ferris wheel. I don't know why. I am super curious to know if there's going to be a Ferris wheel. Tetra Lounge on the 20th is having the Battle of the Bands. They have a lot going on that day as well. And from the 19th to the 21st, they have what they call a week of cannabis or cannabis week. So, check them out for sure. We know we love us some Tetra Lounge. Let's see. Jars, of course, presents the 420 at Civic Center Park. That's going to be major. I feel like last year there were so many people. I can guarantee there's going to be double this year. Really, really is. It's such a great event. I mean, if you're not a crowd person, I maybe wouldn't recommend it. There is going to be wall to wall people, but it is so worth it for the swag, for the fun of it, for the bands that are going to be there. Check it out, of course. And I believe there's an event at Red Rocks as well. Um, let's see. And then I brought up before the 420 event with Pyramid at the 640, 6 and 40 brewery. And the 21st is the Wake and Bake 420 edition at your mom's house. And this is, of course, the bar on 13th and Pearl. It's going to be between 1:30 and 6:30. And that is just kind of your chill after 420 kind of party. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun and enjoyable, of course. Little bit of sad news. I actually, the Wednesday is my last day at Denver Kush Club. I am moving on. I love them. You have no idea, guys. The bosses there are so nice. They really are. They are just some of the nicest people. But I am really trying to do this disposable thing as well as continue working with 111. So for me, I am just really kind of trying to stay out of stores. I love customer service to an extent, but man, you customers sometimes it's trying to get through a whole day. And that being said, too, even with fellow employees, they're all good people. It's just trying sometimes to work with your coworkers 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day. It's a toughie anymore. I'm getting older, and I I kind of enjoy just doing my own thing and not having people that I have to answer to, or for that matter, I don't want to get upset over seeing somebody sitting down while I'm standing up and working. Like if you need to sit, go sit. I get it, but I could be bitter. But anyway, you guys, so that's I'm going on that journey starting Thursday. That's gonna work for me. I know it. I hope so. I'm gonna manifest it, as you people say. So that's what I got going on. Let's see. I don't really think there's too much craziness other than that. Don't forget that the Mother's Day weekend, myself and Iovia slash Joy Bombs are going to be at the Denver Yoga Social Mother's Day Goat Yoga event. And Iovia is going to actually sponsor my massage chair so that I will use their product on clients, which I think is going to be a lot of fun and amazing. It's going to be informative. Um, get on out there, get a massage by me, of course. It's a 5 minute minimum, and it's $1 a minute. I think you'll be just fine. It might be $2 a minute, guys. There's sometimes I get told what the minimum is, which I find to be funny. It's my business, but still, I'll accept it. I'll go $2. That's fine. But anyway, thank you guys so much. It was a short one today for sure. I think I've just I checked out this morning. I think the moment my Monday started, and I was like, my God, I only have 3 days left of work, and at the dispensary, and I think I just kind of feel like. "Meh." So thanks for being with me today. Thanks for putting up with me, and let's have an awesome 420 weekend, you guys. Smoke responsibly, please. Be very careful. Uh, here's a great one for you, okay? Make sure that you go to Denver Kush Club before the weekend because they are selling disposables there. That's right. They will be the first dispensary here to be selling the disposable, which I think is going to be great, especially if you're going to go visit Civic Center Park or any of the events going on, or even if you are just walking around in Colorado, in Denver, and want something very discreet that you can throw away when you are done using it. So, or just for that matter, flatten it in your hand. No one thinks you have a bowl in your hand because you can flatten it. So, keep those things in mind, guys. Visit us at Denver Kush Club. If you want to see me, visit me Tuesday or Wednesday at Denver Kush Club. Otherwise, maybe you will see me at one of your dispensaries selling some disposables to your staff. Alrighty. Have a great night. I thank you all for joining. Again, my name is Tracy. Like and subscribe, you guys. Definitely become part of the crew here. I would love, 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 love some new subscribers. I enjoy doing this. I only do it once a week. I hope you enjoy me yapping. Sometimes maybe going off on a tangent like I did today. But yeah, like and subscribe. Hit me up every Monday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on this channel. I'll be here. I hope you'll be here too. Thanks again.